Pinch Pot Paint Finishes. This first picture is only an undercoat. Let's explore ways to make the paint look even better. Make sure to paint the front and the back and the bottom as well. Craftsmanship always counts. Each surface will be getting a special paint finish on your project. We'll be dry brushing, antiquing, and also glazing different surfaces on your project. For dry brush, you're going to use a dry, fluffy brush with a little bit of contrasting paint. It helps accentuate the texture of your project. Load contrasting paint into a dry, fluffy brush and work most of it off of the bristles. Then, lightly use the paint to just scuff over the texture of your project. See how this is highlighting the red tongue with just a light coating of pink paint. See the highlights that built up using a dry brush? You can really see the texture of that clay. See how that light purple paint has really highlighted the texture over the dark purple paint? Glaze is just a watered down transparent paint. We use it to change the existing paint color of a part of your project, just a little bit. So let's take a look here at this green part of the creature. We're going to mix a yellow that's very transparent. And we're just going to go over the green, and what happens is it makes the green more of a yellow green. It also makes it look really bright. It adds a lot of layers and depth to the paint. Here I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and glaze over the red tongue, and it makes it a little bit orangey. It kind of mixes the colors. To antique is to take watered down paint, apply it, and then wipe it away. It accentuates lines and deep parts of your project. Here, a purple paint has a lot of water in it, and it's very transparent. I'm going into the deep recesses of the mouth and applying that transparent purple paint, and then just dabbing it off. And it creates a feeling of shadows inside the mouth, and it makes it look deeper in there. It also helps the red tongue pop out and come forward because it looks like there's deep shadows in the mouth. Here I'm going to use transparent blue paint, and I'm going to antique on the feet. And that paint is going to go into the deep areas in between the toes. And I'm going to wipe it away, and the blue will stay in the cracks of the toes and make them look shadowed. And I'll rub it away so that the green leg is still there, but it looks like there's shadows in the depth between the toes. How to touch up smudges. Here I've got a yellow smudge. Let's remove a wet smudge with a wet paintbrush. Now remember, the smudge is still wet. It hasn't dried yet. So I'm just going to take water and a paintbrush, and that yellow paint is wet, and I'm just going to wipe it away. I'm just using straight water on my paintbrush and wiping away the wet yellow smudge. Easy peasy. So you can quickly wipe away a smudge before it dries. Here I'm mixing a new green to touch up a smudge. It's almost impossible to mix the same green. So I'm taking some green, going over the spot, and then I take most of the green out of my brush, and I basically make my brush into a dry brush. And I'm just tapping and slowly putting a little bit of dry brush effect all the way around that patch. And that way the new green color is kind of blending in with the old green color using a dry brush technique.